Hi everyone, my name is Justin Cristelli. You may know me as The Real Manos here on YouTube. I have been talking about a comic book that I have created and have written a few issues so far of that I'm attempting to get off the ground. It's through the independent comic company out of Virginia, Primal Paper Comics. They have of course produced the Skyrocket, 41, and Willpower. Now, I'm getting off the ground with a comic that I've been wanting to write for years, and I've even submitted it to companies in the past to no luck, so I've decided just to go for it, just jump in head first. And of course you may have heard of it. It's called The Red Knight. It is a new ongoing bi-monthly series about a young man named Todd McClane who takes up the mantle of the Red Knight. He has lived in a superhero universe all his life, in a world much like ours, except superheroes are just all over the place. They're a celebrity, there are heroes. They're people that even worshipped by some people in some cultures. He also is a bit of a hero worshipper, and he wants to become one of them. Not because of any kind of seeking out for fame or fortune. He's actually inspired to do good, and he really does want to better the world in bright red costume. Now, of course, the world he has grown up in has actually changed. Therefore, there's a lot more confusing laws here and there. There's just so much red tape that's really gotten involved, as well as a number of heroes that he grew up idolizing aren't the exact perfect people that he had once hoped. Nowadays, you also have to have a license to become a superhero. And getting one is fairly difficult. So therefore, if you don't have a license, you're just as much a criminal as the supervillains you're fighting. Now, this is out, finally. It's come out this week officially to the public. It is the Red Knight #1. The comic is $2.99. You can find it in a couple of different places. You can find me on PayPal. Email me at brother-justin@hotmail.com. Or if you want to do things old school, you can send me a check or money order at P.O. Box 11626, Norfolk, Virginia 23517. Now, don't worry, I'll also put the addresses at the bottom of the video. Like I said, it's $2.99, $2 shipping US, $4 shipping international. It's a color covers with black and white interiors. And the first story arc is a 3-issue story called Knight Without a Sword. And it's almost a mystery in a way, where we're trying to figure out who Todd McClane is and how he came to get such great superpowers. He's a super strong guy, by the way. Now, I've attempted to see if I could do my own reinventing of the superhero genre, but I gave that up a few years ago because that seems to be what all creators seem to do now, is trying to reinvent superheroes. Over the last few years, I've noticed that all superhero stories, at least the mainstream ones, seem to be about reestablishing status quos. I find that less and less interesting as time goes on, and I suspect that a portion of the readership feels that way too. So therefore, I promise, this is my superhero universe. Therefore, I'm the only one who controls it. Myself and the amazing J.C. Grande, who is the artist of this book, and I think he has done a stellar job with this series. Each issue actually has even gotten better as far as artwork, and the coloring on the covers is just going to be amazing. Therefore, I'm going to promise you that this is just me writing my own story. There's no people trying to figure out and second guess the readership. There's no status quo changes depending on marketing. There's no reboots, no renumbering, no resurrections. Just good superhero fun. And I think it's about time that maybe we start the revolution by ourselves.